Welcome to This Explainer. Look, if you're thinking about tackling the CIPM exam in 2026, there's really just one burning question we need to answer today. Is this highly specialized certificate actually worth your time, your hard-earned money, and your mental energy? Let's find out.
Here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at what the CIPM actually is. Then we'll break down the exam structure and study hours. After that, we'll hit the reality of pass rates and costs, weigh the pros and cons, and wrap up with our final verdict.
Section 1. What exactly is the CIPM?
The CIPM, which stands for the Certificate in Investment Performance Measurement, is an advanced level credential offered by the CFA Institute. Now, unlike the much broader CFA program you're probably familiar with, the CIPM is laser-focused. It zeroes in strictly on the highly technical stuff: performance measurement, attribution, risk analysis, manager selection, reporting, and GIPS compliance.
So, who is this actually for? Well, it's custom built for investment performance analysts, investment consultants, portfolio managers, risk analysts, compliance officers, and financial advisors. Seriously, this isn't some general finance credential. It's a highly targeted tool specifically for professionals who absolutely have to measure, evaluate, and flawlessly explain investment results to clients.
Section 2. Exam structure and study hours. The whole program is split up into two levels. Level I focuses heavily on the core mechanics, so things like performance measurement and attribution. Then, Level 2 goes way deeper into performance appraisal and manager selection. To put that into perspective, manager selection alone makes up a massive 30% of the entire Level 2 curriculum. You're really learning how to make real-world decisions here.
But make no mistake, getting through this requires some serious dedication. 155. That is the estimated number of study hours you are going to need to put in per level. That's a massive chunk of your personal time just to be ready for exam day.
Section 3. Pass rates and cost. So, building on that 155-hour commitment, we really need to look at the official March 2026 results. Check this out. Only 31% of Level I candidates passed. Let me repeat that because it's wild. 31%. And for Level 2, just 44%. Despite being shorter than the CFA program, these absolutely brutal pass rates prove this is a seriously rigorous exam. And beyond that massive investment of your time and energy, there's the financial cost. Now, exams are offered twice a year, in March and September. The good news here is that your official learning materials are actually included right there in your registration fee, which definitely makes the financial pill a little easier to swallow.
Section 4. Pros and cons.
Okay, let's talk pros. The absolute biggest advantage here is specialization. Because it's backed by the prestigious CFA Institute, this credential is ideal if your specific goal is performance analysis, manager research, or GIPS-related roles. Having this on your resume proves, without a doubt, that you have the exact technical skills these specialized teams are desperately looking for.
On the flip side, let's look at the cons. The reality is, it's just not the most famous credential out there, and it's definitely not meant for general finance. If your ultimate goal is broad investment analysis, equity research, or general portfolio management, honestly, you're going to be much better served by tackling the full CFA program instead.
Section 5. The final verdict. So, what's our final verdict? Well, based on all the data, yes, the CIPM is totally worth it in 2026, but strictly for the right candidate. It is an incredibly valuable asset if you want a highly specialized credential focused specifically on performance, risk, attribution, and manager selection. But if you're just looking for a broad finance qualification to get your foot in the door, the answer is a pretty firm no.
Which brings us to a final question for you to chew on. Does your specific career path truly demand specialized performance tracking, or do you just need a broader financial foundation? Before you commit those 155 hours of your life, you really need to figure out exactly where you want your career to go. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I hope this helps you make the best possible investment in your future.